So I got excited to put together this video after I had this thought pop into my head of sharing with y'all the things that I had to do in order to heal my brain a little bit, improve on its health after I went through some bullshit. Uh, just to start things off, disclaimer: these glasses are not prescription glasses, as you could probably tell. They are preventative. It's so that I don't get blue light in my eyes and have all that deterioration shit happen. Um, and secondly, I am not a professional or a specialist in health, but the things that I will be talking about are about health and about medicine and such, supplements and all that. And it's all my opinion and my personal experience. So, here we go. And I'm gonna be talking about all this while I'm working on the piece, on the artwork. Um, so what I was remembering about was just how much stuff I actually ended up picking up on, learning about when I was very ill mentally. I was I for a good while, probably over a decade, was experiencing some really harsh side effects of mental trauma, physical trauma to the brain, having had multiple concussions, and both self-inflicted and accidental, and also drug use, all that bullshit that comes along with that. During my time of coming off of all of that and figuring out, my path and how to not feel totally like shit or be having tremendous mood swings or depressive, manic depressive episodes and all that, I went into investigating what types of things have helped other people, or like what was the cause of everything that I was experiencing. And I just did a bunch of reading, a bunch of investigating, talked with people that helped me along the way who knew a lot of things and shared it with me, which now, have to pass it along. And found out that for certain my brain was inflamed, and I had to do something about that. One of the first things that I learned of was the anti-inflammatory properties, abilities of turmeric and black pepper. And I was taking that, how would I say, like religiously. I was taking it daily, large amounts. I would put it into my juices. I would cook with it all the time. I would mix it with honey. Always taking it with black pepper as well, so that it would help the bioavailability, our ability for our bodies to absorb the nutrients, the medicinal properties of turmeric in this case, and that helped tremendously. When before I was having like the manic episodes and would have the mood swings and the depressive episodes, severe depression, all of that started to, within let's say 4 months of doing that, I was seeing a difference. I wasn't falling apart so easily. I wasn't finding myself just crying out of nowhere from the bullshit. And I really tie a lot of the healing to that. And but it wasn't the only thing, of course. There was also lion's mane mushroom pills that I was taking, that I would take in unison with niacinamide, vitamin B3. And that that was potent. That was, I think, and whatever your situation is, I think you should take lion's mane, because it's such an amazing mushroom. It actually helps neurogenesis, so it helps your nervous system create new pathways, heal old connections. It just keeps your brain awake and your nervous system in working order, or like even optimizes it. I would take that with the niacin. The niacin helps to open up your your blood pathways so that all the nutrients can actually reach oh, excuse me, can reach the parts that you want it to go to a lot easier. Your brain and your, excuse me, and your body in general, just healing the nervous system overall. Sure, the niacin will make you itchy. It'll be a little uncomfortable sometimes, but fucking put up with it. Who gives a shit? Not all medicine's gonna be grape flavored or taste delicious, or be pleasant. Sometimes you have to feel bad and know that the bad feeling is gonna happen before there's actually full on healing. That I think is referred to as regressive healing, where you might experience some like flu-like symptoms when you're detoxing, and you think you're getting worse, when in fact your body's just getting rid of things. It's seeing an opportunity to heal, to get rid of what's been keeping it from working as optimally as it can. And in that, it's gonna give you sweats, it's gonna give you pains and all this other stuff until it's all out of you, and you can enjoy your life more fully, So there's all that. What else? What else was there that popped into my head about all that stuff? It's just how I know that there's I'm not the only one who's been experiencing some mental bullshittery, and this stuff will help anybody. Like this is just things that people should have, I think, in their arsenal of self-care, and if you're not caring for yourself currently, like fucking hurry up, jump on taking care of yourself, giving yourself love, because this whole society has been designed, in my opinion, to have everybody hate themselves, because that's how things can get sold. They'll tell you you're missing out on this, you're missing out on that, you don't have this, you're not good enough, you have to go buy this clothes, get this thing. For women, get this makeup because you got to cover up that face, put on a mask. And it's just just love yourselves. We got to love ourselves, do all these things for ourselves, and make the temple as solid as possible, and I think that I went through all this stuff in order to be able to share these things, because I've gone through some things. I've gone through a few things, and I'm grateful to be where I'm at. It's beautiful to just be able to, first off, not break down and cry out of nowhere, or feel like my reality is shifting and right in front of me, like uncontrollably, because that was a thing. I was having episodes where I would feel like I was seeing reality, or seeing a scene in front of me, and I might just phase out, I don't know, black out mentally, and then all of a sudden I would feel like I was inside of another place, or like things would just change that drastically. And I wasn't for that. but I have the experience, and it's something that I don't wish on people. So please take my advice, you know? um, what other things are really good? Eat well, you know, stay away from Oreos. Those things short circuit your brain. They do cause brain damage. It's like Coke. And stay away from Coke too. I have a little experience with that, and I don't recommend prolonged use of it. It doesn't really bring you good things. I think Robin Williams had his depressive episodes because of so much use of that stuff. Um, another thing that helped me through all of this was, of course, creating art. Making these things, um, or whatever I was making at the time. In order to keep my mind awake, keep my mind grounded. Um, and with the whole groundedness and stuff, like, I am the type of person that normally I'm in the clouds. My mind, I'm always thinking like, ooh, out there, and I have to ground myself. Like, found out recently that meditation for me has to be moving meditations. It has to be in physical form, because if I keep doing the whole woo woo, go out there kind of thing, like, I'm detached. Like, I need to be here. There's a reason for being alive right now, and I can't be off in the stars, as per se. So moving meditations for some of you might be the key thing. If closing your eyes and sitting still and floating through the cosmos isn't your thing, or you can't find yourself doing that, maybe physical meditations, walking in nature, punching shit, doing martial arts of some sort. Maybe that's your thing. Um, what else? I wrote some notes here. Um, yeah, this stuff is, I love this stuff, but it stinks. A little ammonia-y, I guess, probably to keep it from drying up too quickly. But yeah, I think maybe these are closing words. In general, I would say take care of yourselves. If you feel like things are really tough right now, know that they're they don't have to make you feel as bad as they might be making you feel. There are things that we can do to ease into all this stuff a little bit better. Experience all this with less jaggedness, or however you want to say it or call it. We can eat well, we can go out and move around, not stay fucking sitting inside all day. We can look into herbs and natural medicines. That shit is not frou-frou. Like, fuck everybody. Like, fuck you if you think that it's all bullshit. Like, how the fuck did we survive to this point, How the hell did our ancestors get to this point if it wasn't for that shit? It wasn't pharmaceuticals, fucking pharmakeia, poisons, and witchcraft and all that shit. That's something to look into, right? But yeah, there's just so much to be learning about, to improve our lives, to improve the experience that we have here. And we're here, we are here now. We might as well fucking do something to enjoy it, enjoy the experience, and see what the fuck the purpose is of being here, or stating our purpose, right? Stating our purpose and living it. But we need to be healthy for that shit. If we're not taking care of our insides, we're gonna feel it. We're gonna act out in negative ways. We're gonna think that the world is terrible. Trust me, I fucking know. And it's debilitating. It really slows down our progress. So I want to say that I love you all. I really do hope that you take positively to most of these words. I really hope that you look into the things like lion's mane, niacin. Let me list off some really good things. Niacin, lion's mane, mushroom caps. You could also do diatomaceous earth in some water. Drink that so that it cleans you up, absorbs toxins. Could do tribulus. Tribulus is really good. D3, get your vitamin D. It's important. We're not getting much sunlight these days, and we need it, so take it in supplement form. You can eat it. I think the two foods that mainly have it are fish and eggs. So if you're vegetarian, or vegan, supplement it. Take supplements. But there's that. I would recommend drinking water with either Celtic salt or sea salt. A really good salt, like a full, uncooked, unprocessed salt, an organic thing, so that your nervous system is actually fed. It has minerals to take the current through all the pathways, have all the connections be healthy and functioning optimally. There's that. Coconut water too. Coconut water is great. What else? Self-love. Self-love's a big one. Start with that, because if you don't start saying, I'm gonna give myself love, you won't want to do all that other shit. You won't care, or start however the fuck you want. It could be that you need to start with those other things to get the self-love to start rolling. All paths are different. Everybody's different. We're all fucking having our personal experience, and it's not all, cookie cutter. So I really do wish the best for all of you. I wish the best for all of us, because we're fucking in this together, regardless if we think so or not. People who don't think so, you're fucking dumb. So again, even to the dumb ones, I love you. I hope that you're really, doing what you can to add good to the world. Let's improve ourselves, or work on ourselves, so that our little corner, our little spot that we always inhabit is good, so that it then just makes the connections to everybody else and affects everybody else to start seeing improvements. Much love, and peace. Bye. Something else to add is the benefit of tongue twisters and how they helped me reverse some negative side effects of all the brain trauma. I had the idea years ago, when I was experiencing all the bullshit, that I'm gonna retrain myself, because I was experiencing something along the lines of some form of Tourette's. It comes around every once in a while. When I'm extremely tired, I'll have this hiccup. I'll be talking, and all of a sudden I'll be like my diaphragm will just activate, suddenly, I guess, and cause a little blip in my talking. Um, but even more than that, when I was very ill, I had so much anxiety. I had lost my ability to really communicate clearly. I was so unhappy. I just saw myself deteriorating, and I was like, what the fuck is happening to me? And I took to practicing tongue twisters. And I just connected two and two. I thought, okay, train the nervous system again. It's been damaged. Go back in, do something about it, and it worked. I went through, uh, checking things online to see what was available. I would read up on what kinds of exercises would be helpful apart from the tongue twisters, but I would look for a bunch of different tongue twisters. A few of my favorites were like the tiny two-toed tree toad descended down the tree trunk to catch dinner, or put the peanut butter on the bread to place it in. Oh, put the peanut butter on the bread before placing it in the paper bag. Shit like that. And I trained myself to go slow at first, always go slow, to then go fast. That's a very well-known trope. So I was going slow. The tiny two-toed tree toad descended down the tree trunk to catch dinner, and put the peanut butter on the bread before placing it in the paper bag. And it helped. It helped tremendously. Even if you're not experiencing like mental fucking trauma or anything of that nature, I just recommend it because it's fun, and it does help your brain. Like you'll be a better communicator, in my opinion. Uh, you'll you'll have a brain that actually, over time, as you keep doing it, is excited for new things, wants to learn more stuff. Um, and it's just good for you. It's medicine, of sorts. So I highly recommend tongue twisters and puzzles, be it in board style, or 3D puzzles, or in video games. I recommend a lot of puzzles, or even just video games. They're not necessarily like the shooters and stuff like that, though that's really good for hand-eye coordination. But just anything to stimulate your brain. We all have this amazing instrument encased in bone that rests on our shoulders, and it does so fucking much. It connects us to so many things. It helps us connect to one another, and at some point, we get to see, like, I see the little hiccup right there. At some point, we start seeing the divinity in one another because of these practices. We start recognizing, oh wait, like I'm not just understanding this person. I'm seeing that this person is more than just a person. They're having a life experience here for a reason that only they will know, and maybe even they won't know. That it's a story that connects so many parts, and we're all integral pieces in the whole image, in the whole experience. And just miracles on miracles. So yeah, there's tongue twisters. And also cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is really, really good for us. It helps with, first off, it actually, once you take it, for whatever magic it has, it can actually find lesions inside of your blood veins and in your body and help them heal. It helps to stop bleeding. It thins the blood. It thins the blood. Think about this. It thins the blood, but it also causes the blood to scab, to seal cuts, to seal spaces that are injured. It's amazing. It can also increase hydrochloric acid in your stomach, helping you with digestion. It helps open up your blood veins, so blood can flow through. You know, it relaxes your blood veins, releases nitrous oxide, and it does a bunch of things. So cayenne pepper is another one. Add that to your arsenal because it's tremendously beneficial. Is there any other that I really like before I fucking stop this video again? And be smarter than me. Use respiratory gear, well ventilated spaces when working with any shit like this. Anything like this stuff. ABS plastic. When it's heated, releases some toxic gases. Not my smartest move, of course. But if your art isn't killing you, is it really art? Yeah, it is, but I find excuses. But cayenne pepper.